In her pitch to the hundreds of North Carolina primary voters, Nikki Haley says she's the best Republican primary candidate for America to be, quote, normal again. She's the last candidate standing against Donald Trump in the primary, and she says her candidacy is not an anti-Trump movement, but a pro-American one.
Let's hear it for Nikki Haley.
Taking the stage at Union Hall at Union Station in downtown Raleigh, Nikki Haley made her case about why she's a better choice than Donald Trump, the Republican presidential candidate hoping to win the votes of North Carolina primary voters on March 5th.
The majority of Americans think that we're better than this, think we can do better than this, that we deserve to know what normal feels like, that our kids deserve to feel what normal feels like. And all we've seen from Trump and Congress is stagnation and nothing getting done.
Haley talked about a variety of issues, from the cost of living.
When you look at what's happening, no one is talking about the debt. No one's talking about how tough things are out there. You feel it. Your paycheck doesn't go as far. Your grocery bill is a whole lot higher. So are your utility bills.
To taking aim at Trump for his handling of the U.S.-Mexico border crisis. It got the attention of supporters such as David Pizzullo, who came from North Raleigh.
I want to hear what she's willing to do, how we're going to be able to secure that border. I think that's one of the biggest problems that we currently experience today, obviously along with the economy and many other issues.
The former South Carolina governor is trailing behind Trump in the polls, but she's vowing to stay in the race through Super Tuesday, calling on voters in the battleground state to pick her.
We need a new generational leader that can put in 8 years, day and night, fixing the things we need fixed with no negativity, no drama, no vendettas, just real results for the American people.
So I do think she has a chance, and I appreciate the fact that she's staying in the race because we never know what's going to happen.
And with Super Tuesday around the corner, local election officials say to expect long lines and make sure your voter information is up to date. Reporting in Raleigh, Cindy B, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.
Well, Cindy, thank you. Also, Haley's opponent, GOP frontrunner, former President Donald Trump, also stopping in North Carolina today, spending time in Greensboro, trying to rally voters ahead of Super Tuesday. Our Tom George was in Greensboro today for more of the former president's message and why Trump also wants to see North Carolina play an even bigger role in the Republican Party.
Well, it was a packed house here. Every one of these seats was filled, even all the way into standing room. And North Carolina, obviously a crucial battleground state, one that Donald Trump narrowly won in 2020, and one that Republicans say is crucial toward a potential path to the White House in 2024. But first, Donald Trump hoping to repeat the magic of earlier states in the primary against Nikki Haley.
The next president of the United States, President Donald J. Trump.
The former president always able to fire up a crowd.
This November, North Carolina is going to tell crooked Joe Biden, Joe, you're fired. Get out of here. Get out. Boom.
Stumping in Greensboro, former President Trump hitting some of his big campaign themes, promising immediate deportations at the border and tackling inflation. The former president also taking aim at his ongoing legal troubles.
And if you go back a year, they were all saying, well, no, you can never indict Trump on this. They indicted me. You could never indict him on January 6th. They indicted me.
Those legal issues not bothering Senator Ted Budd, who's supporting Trump and says even though the margin of victory shrank between 2016 and 2020, he believes North Carolina will stay red.
So there's a lot of northern accents here, but I find that they're very conservative. They like our policies here in North Carolina. They love the pro-growth policies of our state legislature. So I'm very optimistic about President Trump here in North Carolina.
Trump also weighing in on the race for governor, endorsing GOP frontrunner Mark Robinson in his hometown.
I said, I think you're better than Martin Luther King. I think you are Martin Luther King times 2.
Trump also touting the Republicans' recent string of success in North Carolina. Backing state GOP chair Michael Whatley to take over the national party.
We cannot win the White House without winning North Carolina.
For Trump's core supporters, some eager to go from the rally to the polls.
I liked that he's a businessman. He gets stuff done.
I've always liked his policies and just liked his values. And especially during his first term, he did everything he said he would.
And today marked the last day of early voting here in North Carolina, but people can still go to the polls on Tuesday. In Greensboro, Tom George, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.